Honorable Minister for Ayush, आदरणीय श्री प्रताप राव यादव जी, हमारे वरिष्ठ साथी मंत्री परिषद के लोकप्रिय नेता, सचिव आयुष वैद्य कोटेचा जी, सचिव बायोटेक्नोलॉजी डॉक्टर राजेश गोखले, senior members of the fraternity, faculty. At the outset, I have to compliment you and congratulate you. I think I was telling Rajesh, this must be the first ever study of its kind. Not only in India and the world, because the rest of the world is hardly familiar with the Ayush. So you have made best use of that advantage. तो अपनी तरह का सर्वप्रथम इस प्रकार का प्रयोग और सर्वप्रथम पहल, the first ever collaborative study between biotechnology and Ayush. And this also reflects the priority approach of the Modi government. Whole of science, वो भी हो गया, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी प्लस आयुष, होल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट भी हो गया, दोनों मंत्रालय यहाँ बैठ गए, और होल ऑफ नेशन हो गया, आपने 1200 सब्जेक्ट्स, बस I was complimenting Kotecha ji for a beautiful design of the study. So 1200 subjects, I think, 12.5, and pan India centers. So it makes it whole of nation. So it's whole of science, whole of government, whole of nation. And ये इसलिए संभव हुआ कि सन 2014 में सरकार बनने के तुरंत बाद प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने आयुष का एक अलग से मंत्रालय बनाया। अगर ऐसा ना होता तो आज हम यहाँ एकत्रित भी ना होते और ये मंच भी ना सजा होता, क्योंकि ना आयुष के मंत्री थे, ना आयुष के सचिव थे। तो इस तरह का जो कोलैबोरेटिव एफर्ट होल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट के अप्रोच को लेकर के सर्वप्रथम पहले दिन से ही मोदी जी ने आह्वान किया था, उसका भी एक बेहतरीन नमूना इस समय आपके सामने प्रस्तुत है। Now, as far as the medical aspect of this is concerned, to pick up what Rajesh was saying earlier, many of us belong to that generation of tuberculosis who have seen the transition. The anti-tubercular drugs were hardly available or just happening. So the treatment approach was sanatorium approach. And I remember even I had the advantage of doing my internship in one of the best sanatoria in the world, Asia's best one, called Tambram Sanatorium, which is in the suburbs of Chennai, close to the Madras airport. तो खुली बागीचे होते थे वहाँ पे, खुली जगह, और अप्रोच ये है कि अगर टेंडर आता था तो वो हाथ नहीं लगाता था, उसके करीब नहीं जाता था पेशेंट के, साथ में दूर चारपाई होती थी, वहाँ वो छोड़ जाता था घर का सामान, बाद में वो चला जाता, उसको उठाया जाता था. So it was such a, condemned disorder. And since there was no treatment, so everybody was scared of getting infected. And it became because it was not much known in Europe. It was more of a tropical disease. In fact, for a long time at the All India Institute till about 1990, we used to get interns from UK for a 1 or 2 months posting. I think Dr. Karthik would be they would be posted in these wards, tuberculosis, leprosy, tropical disease. And you could spot them from a distance, white girls' voice moving in flocks together. So now I think that system that arrangement no longer exists. So इसलिए India was condemned to be a land of tuberculosis. And it became a part of our social parlance. It's also a social stigma. इस पर साहित्य लिखा जाने लगा, उपन्यास लिखे गए, कहानियां लिखी गई, फिल्में बनाई गई. If you had a film with a triangular love story, you wanted to get away with one character, उसको tuberculosis. पीछे 2 बज गए, then they were happily thereafter. बहुत सारे ऐसा उपन्यास, क्योंकि इसका कोई इलाज नहीं था. And as we grew up, we used to hear strange stories. Some of legends getting this, because earlier part was more of British education, then moved over to American textbooks. I think John Keats was one of them. He was a medico actually. He was, I think, in second or third year or fourth year of his medicine when he died of tuberculosis. And the beautiful poetry that he writes, in one of his poems, he also explains hemoptysis, how suddenly he threw out blood and how scary was the sight. So this actually, ये शायद साहित्यकारों का नुकसान हो गया ट्यूबरक्लोसिस का इलाज निकलने से, लेकिन the transition has happened. So first generation came in early 1950s, streptomycin, isoniazid, thalidomide. Then we had that thalidomide tragedy famous. उसके बाद second generation आया, and then on we went on, and फिर उसके बाद resistant tuberculosis. So it's been a very evolutionary journey in the history of medicine. And then finally, somewhere in 1980s, the non-communicable disease took over. धीरे धीरे ये कम होने लगा. Somebody wrote in a lighter way an article in the Journal of Association of Physicians of India that how India has entered into a phase of civilized diseases. You die of heart attack, you don't die of tuberculosis. So, लेकिन after COVID, और उसमें भी आयुष मंत्रालय का विशेष योगदान रहा, we are beset with both communicable and non-communicable disease. And there also, what is not often talked about, even in the medicine meets, that tuberculosis and other such disorders have a huge bearing on communicable diseases also. Like for example, type 2 diabetes mellitus and tuberculosis, I always used to tell my students, they share a reciprocal relationship. If you have tuberculosis, which is badly controlled, you are prone to disturb your subnormal glycemic levels and turn into an overt or uncontrolled diabetic. And similarly, if you are a poorly controlled, glycemically controlled diabetic, you are prone to have tuberculosis. तो कहने का तात्पर्य ये भी कहना दुरुस्त नहीं होगा कि कम्युनिकेबल खत्म हो गया और नॉन कम्युनिकेबल आ गई. ये दोनों कोएग्जिस्ट रहना और एक दूसरे के साथ मिलजुल कर जीना भी सीख गए हैं, और इसलिए हमारी चुनौती चैलेंज और बढ़ गया. और टू दैट एक्सटेंट आई थिंक ये जो स्टडी है, this is going to be of special importance, and this is Modi's India, where we are working for the 2047 citizens, and India globally has 25% of the world's burden of tuberculosis. And the various aspects of this early diagnosis आपने देखा, cachexia देखा, malnutrition, and then combining it with digital tools and AI, etc. We already have been working in the Department of Biotechnology. We have something called Report, the Regional Perspective on the Observation Research in Tuberculosis. And this will be an addition to our armamentarium. And we've already sequenced also about 32,000, I think, mycobacteria. 25,000. So we are, so ultimately, this collaboration will not only be confined to the Department of Biotechnology or and plus Ayush, this will also become a multidisciplinary collaboration, because what the findings that we get from it, the outcomes that we gather from there could also be supplemented to the outcomes that we get from the genomic studies. Finally, it will become a very wholesome package. And of course, the key points picked up in this treatment-related adverse effects, and also the resistance, the undernutrition, immune suppression, long-term issues. So ultimately, the multidisciplinary will be the answer, but to that extent also we have made an initiation which is unique of its kind. So finally, I'll end up saying that tuberculosis is actually too serious a problem to be left to government alone, and also too serious to be left to only to medical professions. Because this requires a wider collaboration of the family members, collaboration of the society, which sometimes tends to undo all that good we have done by attaching avoidable stigmas, and the patients tend to camouflage the symptoms. Also collaboration of the NGOs, the social activists, and society as a whole. And therefore, the war against tuberculosis cannot be confined only to the gentleman and the gentle lady sitting in this room. This is going to be a collective war. And unless we realize that and proceed accordingly, it would be difficult to achieve the old objective objective or the target, the goal of TB Mukt Bharat. So simultaneously, on the World TB Day, I think we should also make conscious efforts for wider propagation of awareness about it. When we talk of cachexia, it's not only something that can be taken care of only through medication. There are also societal level, the family level means to take care of it, particularly the kind of nutrients that are lost and how do we make up for that. Because already you have a loss of appetite, so how do you manage that? So I think the engagement of the society, and maybe next time when we observe a program like this, we would also have certain representatives of the NGOs and the social groups who are dedicated to the cause of tuberculosis. So thank you very much. I will not say happy tuberculosis day because nothing to be happy about it. But yes, we can reiterate our commitment to the cause of tuberculosis.